Well, I had went through a divorce, had some pretty tough times, and ended up homeless, living on the streets, needing a shower, needing some hygiene. I ran into your remote shower, and that's how I got to know you guys. It felt to me like the biggest barrier was just trying to find some place each night to lay your head down. That seemed to be the most difficult, where you could be safe. And so that was a tough challenge on a nightly basis. Most of the time I was homeless, I was working. There was a time that I wasn't working, and it presented some challenges. Occasionally I would go without food for a couple of days. You're worried about your hygiene. You're worried about having clean clothes when you go to work. So finding laundry mats, and everywhere you went, you had the few things you had in a couple of bags in a backpack you had to carry with you. You couldn't. And then I remember on occasion I would try to hide something in the bushes, and it always disappeared. So I remember when pretty cold months, I tried to hide some blankets, and they find them like that, the other homeless people. So those were the challenges, and just keeping up your hygiene. I was kind of determined to. I thought, okay, just because I'm homeless doesn't mean I have to look and act like I'm homeless, and so I always kept that in mind, to try to keep your hygiene up, keep your clothes clean, and all that. Once I got involved with Uplift, I felt like you guys had about all the resources I needed. They just started sending me out to different temp jobs, and I was getting they were getting a lot of good positive feedback from the people I would work for, and so I didn't have any shortage of work most of the time through Uplift. And when they offered me this room, that was pretty fantastic. I mean, I certainly recall that first night after sleeping on the streets for 6 months, and this might as well have been the Taj Mahal, because that's what it felt like. So I was pretty grateful, and still am. I feel really good about the mission of Uplift, and so because of that, I feel really good about working for them, and putting my best effort into that. I think employment really changes a person's mindset once you start working, once you get money coming in. And I've seen that happen to a lot of guys, including myself. And so I really appreciate the mission. And so I feel pretty motivated every day. I wake up, I usually get there between 6:50 and 6:30 most mornings, and I like being around, seeing people find themselves to grow, and I always remember what that felt like, and I'm still trying to make progress myself, and so I try to learn from everybody, learn from these guys, but I look forward to coming into work. That hadn't always been the case. Through your donations and through the good work of Uplift, you are allowing people who have, in some cases, have the capacity to live a good, productive life, but have had issues and problems that may have caused them to be homeless, unemployed, etc. And your donation is, in many cases, helping that person feel like a productive human being again. And when you do that, the impact on the community is huge, the neighborhood and the community, and the more people you can turn around. So your donations are making a pretty big impact.